Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Denmark Aranas, a postgraduate medical intern. I basically provide informative videos to medical students, and also I would like to give aspiring Filipino physicians an idea of what a med student usually tackle in med school. If you find this videos helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be updated for my new videos. For today, I'll be discussing appendicitis. This is a condition wherein the appendix becomes inflamed, swollen, or infected, causing pain in the lower right side of the torso. This now is the overview of our CPC. I'll be discussing each of these by section. So let's start. As for the risk factors, males are more predisposed to appendicitis and those belonging to the age of 10 to 30 years old. Also with those with family history of appendicitis and low fiber diet. It was also noted that it occurs more in the summer months, wherein there is a seasonal outbreak of infection. And all of these risk factors would now lead to the increased likelihood of proximal obstruction in the appendix. This now would be due to lymphoid hyperplasia in pediatrics and fecalith in the adult. The obstruction now would lead to appendiceal distension. And from the distended appendix, that would now trigger a reflex of nausea and vomiting. And also it could stimulate the visceral nerves, specifically the C fibers, which would be manifested as a vague, dull, diffuse abdominal pain in our patient. This appendiceal distension would increase the intraluminal pressure, and now it would impede the venous return. That impeded venous return would lead to the first phase of appendicitis, which is the vascular congestion. This now would lead to the contact to the peritoneum and would trigger now the A delta fibers, which would be manifested in our patient as localizing pain in the right lower quadrant of the abdomen. And this now would lead to the stasis of secretion and bacterial multiplication. And that would lead to an inflammatory cascade activation, which is manifested in our patient as fever. It would lead to the second phase of appendicitis, which is suppuration. And then the continued inflammation and buildup of secretion inside the appendix and the bacterial multiplication, it would further increase the distension. And it would now lead to an arrest of arterial blood flow. It would lead now to the third phase of appendicitis, which is gangrene or necrosis. Further distension would lead to rupture and perforation. And then the fate of the appendix would be, ruptured appendix would be peritonitis, Phlegmon phenomenon, and periappendiceal abscess. Among the three, the most complicated would be that of periappendiceal abscess, which could lead to sepsis, septic shock, and then finally to death. Here now is our reference, Schwartz Principles of Surgery. I would like to end this discussion with a message. Yes, it may be tough, but you are way tougher. Push. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something from this discussion.